The top 10 greatest television shows of all time. I'm a physicist and a pastor, and I'm going to give you my perspective on television excellence. So I'm the Physicist-Pastor from the Santa Cruz Mountains, and I spend a lot of time thinking about how modern science intersects with ancient wisdom. So when I watch television, I'm looking for shows that capture the strangeness of science that you find in quantum mechanics, but with the weight and seriousness, the gravitas of Good Friday. Now, this ranking pulls from what's been popular and culturally influential, but it's also my favorites. So this is a combination of what everybody likes and what I like. This is part 1. It's numbers 10 through 6, and I'll get to the top 5 next time. And one quick thing, I have not seen The Wire, The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, or Breaking Bad. I know, my bad. But here we go. Number 10 is The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson from 1962 to 1992. That's 30 years. Now think about that. Johnny Carson hosted that show for a generation, and he didn't just dominate late-night television. He basically invented the format as we knew it. What Johnny understood was something fundamental about human connection. Every night he created this intimate space in people's living rooms. It was consistent, it was reliable, just like physical constants in science. You knew what you were getting. It was never boring, and that's incredibly hard to pull off. He had this gift for making everyone comfortable, from the biggest movie stars to complete unknowns, and he could elevate a comedian's career with a simple gesture and launching him into greater success by a wave over to his couch. But what really strikes me is the spontaneity of the show. 5 times a week, and he made it look effortless. The monologues, the characters like Karnak the Magnificent, and his chemistry with Ed McMahon and Doc Severinsen. It was improvisation elevated to an art form. There's a kind of grace in that consistency, in showing up night after night, creating something that feels fresh. Johnny understood that late-night television was about companionship, about being there when people were winding down their day. It was almost pastoral in a way, this nightly ritual that brought both comfort and laughter. Number 9, The Andy Griffith Show from 1960 to 1968. Now, here's something that looks simple on the surface, small-town comedy, right? But what Andy Griffith actually created was television's most enduring moral universe. Mayberry operates according to ethical principles that are as consistent as physical constants. Grace gets extended, redemption is always possible, everyone has dignity. It's remarkable when you think about it that Sheriff Andy Taylor became this idealized father figure for the country. But it was through genuine wisdom. Watch how he handles someone's alcoholism or how he deals with Barney's constant insecurities. There's practical theology happening in those patient responses. He is speaking truth in love. He's teaching without preaching. He's connecting without condemning. The show achieves this elegant simplicity like the most beautiful equations in science. Nothing's wasted. Every character serves a purpose. Every plot point means something. The writing balances humor and heart perfectly, proving that a character-driven storytelling can work long-term without gimmicks. Number 8, All in the Family, 1971 to 1979. So if the Andy Griffith Show is pastoral comfort, Norman Lear's show is prophetic confrontation. This is television as Daniel in the king's court, speaking uncomfortable truth to powerful people and to the audience. Archie Bunker, he forced viewers to confront their own prejudices. The show sparked actual conversations about race and politics and social change. Its willingness to tackle abortion and homosexuality, rape, controversial topics, 1970s, that transformed television from escapism into social commentary. Now, what's fascinating is how it handles complexity. Just like in quantum mechanics, where particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, All in the Family understood that people contain multitudes as well. Archie Bunker could be bigoted and loving. He could be ignorant and insightful. He could be frustrating and sympathetic all at the same time. That's human reality. Most television before this couldn't handle that kind of nuance. Number 7, The X-Files, 1993 to 2002. The truth is out there. That's a perfect motto for both physics and faith, if you ask me. The X-Files captured cosmic strangeness better than maybe any other show before or since. It created the template for modern genre television while tapping into these very 1990 anxieties about authority and truth. The Mulder-Scully dynamic, that's faith versus skepticism. That is intuition versus evidence. It mirrors the internal dialogue that I have all the time, believing in possible things while demanding rigorous proof. Now, the show wrestled with ultimate questions. What lies beyond? Who controls our destiny? Can we trust what we're being told? These are theological inquiries. They're just dressed up in science fiction. It made paranormal investigation mainstream and created space for genuine spiritual seeking in an increasingly secular culture. And finally, number 6, Mad Men from 2007 to 2015. Now, Matthew Weiner, he elevated television to the level of great literature, I'll say. The show's precision means that every detail mattered. Every shot carried information. Nothing was random. It's like watching the initial conditions of the universe play out through deterministic equations, if you go that way. Small choices would cascade into these inevitable consequences. Poor Donald Draper. He is a study in the human condition post Adam and Eve's fall. Here's a man who has everything the world promises will satisfy you. Success, good looks, power, admiration. And yet he remains profoundly empty. It's the book of Ecclesiastes in his gray flannel suit. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Donald Draper lives that ancient truth in modern America. The series gives you this complex examination of American identity, gender roles, social change, all through the lens of 1960s advertising. The show's pacing, it's almost liturgical in its patience, proving that audiences would embrace a slower, more contemplative style of storytelling. So that's part 1, 10 through 6. Part 2 covering shows number 5 through number 1 next time.